What's up, Facebook family, YouTube family, Solarish family? So I wanted to hop on and do a live of how far I have came in my pregnancy, what I'm feeling. I am 6 months. This past Sunday, I'll be 25 weeks. The Sunday that's coming in, January 3rd. And I just want to talk about the things that I'm going through being pregnant. I've noticed a lot of different women. Everybody's experiencing something different. I'm just going to speak from what I've noticed for my own self and go from there. So I am on a I want to say meal plan by my doctor, my herbologist, master detox specialist, Dr. Quilla, and I'll link everything below. So I've been eating a certain way since last September 2020, and last September it was a very different version of me. So on this side of pregnancy, this is my second child. My first child that I had, my girl, Irie, I was in a lot of pain, and I'm just going to compare the two. I was in a lot of pain all the time, no matter what way I laid in bed, no matter what. If I tried to go outside, and if the sun was out, I was like a vampire. I could not go outside. I would be up all night while everyone would be sleeping. I would be up all night. Everyone else would be cozy in their beds. For me, it was just awful. I ended up getting a recliner to sleep in that helped me with sleeping maybe an hour or two. And just so many different aches and pains. My legs were swollen a lot. I had this bad sciatica. With Irie, like I would be walking somewhere and immediately I would just drop to the floor, just like bow, like my leg would just give out on me. I ended up getting a therapist, and I would go to her at least 3 times a week for the pains and the aches that I was having in my body. She ended up teaching my husband how to maneuver the muscle tissues so that I would have some type of relief. The closer it got to pregnancy or delivery with Irie, it got a little bit better. Then after I had Irie, because of the way that I was eating, she had thrush terrible in her mouth. I mean, to the point it was black mold on her tongue. The diet I was eating at the time was milk, cheese, eggs. Yes, that's cow's milk. For those who don't know, I was eating a lot of grains, a whole lot of fish. What else? Vinegar, chocolates, all of these things. I was just eating it, and it was just really bad. When I was trying to breastfeed her, it went from her tongue being pink to her tongue, like I said, being hairy black. Thank goodness at the time my husband found some type of probiotic to counteract the mold or fungus, whatever was growing in my daughter's mouth, and to treat what was on my nipples. Even the doctors were telling me I had to change my diet. But of course they don't tell you what to do or any of that. So needless to say, that whole pregnancy, oh, and then the weight gain afterwards, no one told me anything about that. After you have a baby, that when you're breastfeeding, you're gonna get hungry, and I was just reaching for breads and starches, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a good thing. And I was drying up my milk. I think my milk started to start drying up at Irie's 6th month, and just a lot of stuff that I didn't know, aches and pains, all kinds of nausea, sick, throwing up all the time, that type of thing. But with this pregnancy now, I do not have any aches, any pains. Like I said, I'm on a different type of meal plan, and I'll link everything below. Dr. Quilla, she's amazing. Cena, he's amazing. I would say when I initially found out that I was pregnant, I was in denial. So the first clue that let me know that I was pregnant was, I actually, in an argument with my husband, I was like, I'm pregnant. And I said it, just to like cut the argument off. I had no idea that I was really pregnant. And I think right after, I want to say about 2 hours after saying that, I was sitting on the couch like, what if I am? As having all these weird thoughts. I'm like, no. I was just, nope. I was just playing, joking, blah, blah, blah. But I started noticing little things, little signs that I might be pregnant. Like I would go to take my daughter for her walks, and I was pulling her wagon. Like I usually weigh down her wagon with all kinds of stuff because we're going to be out. We're going to be playing, So I'm pulling her wagon. I'm like, maybe I should take a nap. And I'm not no nappy person. I'm like, go. Like, go. That's how my energy is. And so when I started feeling that, I was like, what is this? So then another telltale sign was, I used to smoke weed. Okay. So I smoked weed, and I was smoking it one day, and I was like, I couldn't drag like I usually do. So I was like, wait a minute, what is going on? And, I could usually hold 1 or 2 puffs like a while. I couldn't hold it beyond 10 or 15 seconds. And I'm like, what is going on? So still in denial, not taking the test yet. I was probably around 3 or 4 weeks at that time pregnant, and I didn't know, but I did know. Okay, you know when you're pregnant. But anyway, my husband had came home, and his father had died, and we had to go out of town for that trip. So right before we went, I was like, bump this. I need to know what's going on. I took the test. Ta-da, pregnant. So we went on that trip, and he was smoking weed, and the smell of it was just like, what in the world? Get that away from me. It stink. So, like I said, different dynamic, different, pregnancy. So those were like a few things that I noticed in the beginning. I had a type of nausea at first. It was because I was trying to eat certain things. Like I said, I ate meat with Irie, but with this baby, eating meat, unless it's some type of an emergency, crisis, or it's got to be something very particular. I am mostly vegan. I am not kidding. Like I probably ate meat twice with this baby and didn't throw it up. And one of those times was because my blood pressure had dropped so low, and from going up here to these crazy doctors I told them that my blood pressure had been dropping for 4 days. It was down to 94 over 36. It was a crazy number. It's crazy. And they still drew blood. And I called Cena and I told him, and he was like, "Oh my God." It was just a whole different, reason why I had to eat some meat at that time. These doctors, they don't care nothing about you. And I'm being for real. They don't. But anyway, other than that, I don't eat meat like that. No, I don't. And I'm pretty sure that going forward with this kid, I'm not gonna want meat anymore, because I've begun the complete transition to eating heart of palms, different things like that, to get away completely from meat. It's not necessary. And I don't like how it made me feel after I ate it. Like, it made me feel really weird and all that. And breads and grains, that stuff really weighed me down. It made me feel funny. Every time I would try to eat it like that, I would get a lot of mucus, congestion up here. Like, I would feel like I couldn't breathe. So for me, I let the grains alone. I didn't want any grains. And I noticed when I don't eat those things, I'm fine. I sleep all through the night. I don't have any issues with swelling. I don't have any issues with walking. I run with my daughter. That's right. We play hide and seek all the time. We go for walks out in the sun. Gosh, I was in here moving stuff around in here. I just moved into this new place, and I was moving boxes and things around like I wasn't pregnant. It concerned me a little bit, because I was like, how am I able to do this? Because with Irie, moving anything around like that was like, no. But I feel great. I get up in the middle of the night, because I want to. I get up, I'm full of energy, so I'll get up, I may work on my book, or the last couple of nights I've been getting up, taking my braids out, and I'll stay up for like an hour or two, or I'll get up and I'll make me a couple smoothies, which that is a combination of every night I've gotten up, is to get up and eat, eat more. I don't have pain. I don't get headaches. I don't have trouble breathing. Like I said, unless I eat something, I notice it immediately, because of my doctors that I'm working with. I notice any changes in my body immediately. I know what it came from. If I eat something, I know exactly what caused it. I know if I eat something and I'm not going to the bathroom like I usually do, I know what it is. It's just automatic. So I just know how my body works now, thanks to Dr. Quilla and Cena. Let's see. The only it's not even a pain, but the only things that I really notice in my body now is that my hips, let's move my chair out of the way. My hips right in here, when I lay down at night, in the last couple weeks, I've noticed like I can't lay on them as long. And I feel the little soreness. And I know that's because my hips are widening for the baby. So that's really nothing. I talked about that with my midwife. That's really nothing for me to be concerned about. And then my little baby always is kicking, always letting me know they're good. So I really don't have anything to note. My midwife is always asking me, "Are you sure you're not hurting at all, or is nothing going on?" No, nothing to report. But I feel really, really good, and I just wanted to have it like documented in case someone else is interested in just trying to find doctors or people that really know how the body works and can help you to, you know, have a better pregnancy. Oh, one other thing I wanted to note is like I said, my milk with Irie had started drying up. Well, this baby, production of milk is not a problem. I noticed it was golden in September, and it's December now. So that was very early on in my pregnancy. That was like I had just turned a double digit, so maybe 10 weeks, 11 weeks. I noticed that golden milk was coming out, and they had plumped up really big. And so I'm very happy about that. So I'm not worried about production, milk production for this kid either. So yeah. I love you guys. I hope this helps another pregnant mama on her journey. And if you need to reach out to me, you can do that at any time. Message me anytime. And thanks for tuning in. And